Hey, what's up, guys? Jordan here again with another food review, and this time we're doing something a little different. We are staying home. We're staying home. We're doing something easy. This is going to be kind of a follow up to the another video I did similar. Frozen pizza. Who doesn't love a good frozen pizza? I do. They're convenient. They're cheap. Most of the time cheaper than takeout, and honestly sometimes not that much worse, let's be honest. But the ones I usually lean towards are the cheap budget ones, and that's just because I see frozen pizzas as a convenience. I see it as fast, easy, just get the job done. I'm hungry, I just got off work, let me throw it in there, throw it in the oven, get dressed, like whatever, change, wind down, find something cool to watch, boom, pull it out, dig in. You know, this is frozen pizzas are a an American kitchen staple, and it's very important to know which ones are good, which ones suck, and after reviewing the last one, it made me kind of want to do more of them. So this week I went to Aldi's, and if for those of you who don't know, Aldi's is a grocery store chain here in the U.S. And basically, it's like a kind of a health budget store, a budget health store. They're a full grocery store. They have all kinds of stuff, but it's mainly their brand of stuff, and they have kind of a rotating selection of name brands or just other stuff. They have foreign stuff. It's kind of a really cool place, and it's nice because it's small. You can get in and out usually pretty quickly. They have all the essentials you can get. The prices are really good, and they have you can pretty much get everything you need for the most part there, basic stuff. And they actually have a huge selection of frozen pizzas. I do plan at some point to kind of eventually slowly try all those out, but today we're gonna go with one of their basic pizzas, which is like a budget pizza, and it is their thins. They have a bunch of thin crust pizzas, and today I'm going with the Supreme. So let's go ahead and get it unwrapped and check out what the toppings are like. All right, so here we go. I went ahead and unwrapped it. So I went with a Supreme. This is the Aldi's brand, Mama Cozzi's or whatever, however you say that, pizza. This is a straightforward pizza, nothing crazy, thin crust, made with real cheese. Look at that. My initial reaction, that's acceptable. Again, I typically like to dress up my pizzas. So if I was making this for myself and not reviewing it, I would maybe add some jalapenos to it. If I had any bacon or something like cooked already, I would add it to it. I like to add olives or jalapenos, and then more cheese. However, I think I've decided that on these reviews, I'm not going to do that just because I kind of want to judge the pizza on its own merit. But maybe later on down the line, if I continue to do these, I'll do some dress up videos to where, I'm just showing what I would do during that. But anywho, I'll decide that later. So this looks pretty good, straightforward, nothing crazy, very pretty much bare bones. I'm going to go ahead and toss this in the oven, and I'll get back with you as soon as it's out. All right, fresh out the oven. It's looking pretty good. I definitely cooked this one a little bit better than I did the Roma pizza. But yeah, it's looking tasty. I am excited to dig in. I'm going to go ahead and get it chopped up, let it cool off a bit, and we'll give it a taste. All right, everything's topped off, everything's cooled, and we're finally gonna give it a taste. Of course, if it's pizza, it has to have Parmesan and pepper on it. I mean, it's just the best way. That's the best way to consume a pizza. So, anywho, without further ado, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cool. Mm-hmm. That's solid. Oh yeah. Satisfying. I don't know how else to describe it. You know, this pizza, again, budget pizza. I believe I paid, it was $3.19 before tax. So $3.19. We're gonna go ahead and compare it against the Roma. I paid $2 for. This pizza is slightly bigger. I think it's like a few ounces more product. So without, just eyeballing it, basically this per ounce is probably a little bit more expensive than the Roma pizza. However, it's a little bit bigger. This has a little bit more toppings to it. If I'm comparing taste to that, on par, honestly, maybe the Roma tastes a little bit better. But it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I mean, you just can't beat that. I mean, again, that's a $3 dinner right there. It took me, 20, 25 minutes. I mean, whatever the time it takes to preheat the oven, plus bake it, plus let it cool. 20, 25 minutes. I mean, you get home, just start the process while you're doing everything else. Checking your mail, getting dressed, undressed, feeding your pets, whatever you gotta do. I mean, in a pinch, instant dinner that's just ready to go. Awesome. You can't beat it. $3. So, anywho, would I eat again? Yes, I will definitely eat again. I will probably always have one of these in the freezer ready to go, because you'll never know when you'll want an easy pizza. Is it as good as takeout pizza? As good as delivery? No. But the gap isn't really as far as you probably think. So, anywho, thank you for watching this. I hope it was of some value to you. Let me know what you think. Have you ever had these? Do you like them? I'd be interested in your thoughts. What frozen pizza should I try next? Let me know. Until next time, peace.